Hey, cousins. So The Rock wanted to clear some things up on NXT. Okay. After the whole fallout from Raw, Netflix, then he went backstage having drinks. He's drinking and driving, slapping five, pounding flesh, glazing everybody, whoop de whoop de whoop, fucking up the whole kayfabe situation. Everybody's confused. They don't know what the fuck is going on. The Rock decided to head on down to NXT and let his presence be known. Um, NXT was a decent show. I did, pop in and out, and after a while, I just was like, yeah, whatever. Congratulations to Obafemi. I think he's a star. There's some people who are completely, you know, uh, disenchanted with him, and they think he's like an old man because he's only 23. I think he's a star, but I don't want him on the main roster because I think Paul Leviskay will be intimidated by him. Uh, Julia is the NXT Women's Champion. I'm a Stephanie Vaquer girl, so whatever. And whatever else happened. So he was back. The Rock was backstage. Of course, he had to do a cameo with his daughter, her teeth and her chin. Um, didn't do much for me. Whoop de whoop de whoop. He slapped Ethan Page on the ass, told him to get his sweet ass on, and then he made his way to the ring and he had some things to say. So I am going to give my response to The Rock as a fan and what I think about what he's talking about and where I'm at with what he's talking about and this whole proverbial ride that we're supposed to be on and shut the fuck and enjoy it, right? Let's get it. So this whole carrying the company on his back. If you have to continue to repeat the same thing for it to stick, then it's not true. This whole Cody is carrying the company on his back is the most bizarre shit that I've ever seen. You're trying to put this guy over. It's telling me he's not as over as everyone thinks. At least he's not over here at Wrestling Color Podcast. Cody makes my ass itch. So The Rock starts out putting Cody over. Again, had the company on his back. He is the quarterback of this company. No, he's not. I'm sorry. He's not. And he never will be. That's the first issue I have with this promo Rock. He said, then what did they say? You can't be nice to Cody. You sure can't, because when you left him, you gave him condoms and you say he was coming back to get him so you could fuck him. Now, the condoms is my speculation, by the way. But it makes sense in the storyline because prior to that, you whooped his ass, you beat him by the Wheatley's truck, you spit on him, you rubbed the blood on the belt, put it in his mama face, like you did all of this, and now you want to come back and it's just like set this aside, everybody, for a few minutes so I could glaze this little midget. No, I ain't dealing with it and I ain't doing it. Now what you're gonna see in the pro wrestling news realm is The Rock is 20 steps ahead. Let's remind them I'm the final boss. So what they need to do is know they role, shut their mouth, and enjoy the ride that The Rock is going to take them on. No, I'm getting off. I got off the ride already. I got off the ride. I was on the ride when you were going to go against Roman Reigns at 41. And y'all chose to pivot, and you did take us on a ride then. You took us on a nice ride. It was a lot of twists and turns. Wasn't expecting some things, but I was riding with you. Now, I'm not on the ride no more. I don't want to see your ass. I want you to take your corporate ass and go sit down at a corporate table. That's what I want. You getting older. It ain't hitting like it used to. The adulation and shit is a little bit too much for me. I want to see wrestling. Okay, these last 10 minutes of NXT could have been wrestling, or could have been letting us know what's next to come, or some shit like that. But no, we got to get The Rock talking about he a pie eating, jaboni beating. Yes, we know you eat pussy pie, Rock. We know. I hope everybody knows that's what pie is. Okay. So no, I'm not gonna be quiet, and I'm not on the ride no more. I have gotten off on this ride, and I'm looking for a different roller coaster. Okay. So essentially, what he's saying is, I just came. Netflix was huge. They called me in. I did my corporate thing. I had to pound the flesh and grease some ass and squeeze some balls of dicks, and that's what I did. Um, you don't know what's gonna happen after that. But I know you're not gonna be on this show for the next couple months. I know Roman Reigns ain't coming back to January 27th. So I know Cody Rhodes don't wrestle on live television. Cody Rhodes don't wrestle. Well, he has 7 matches in like 200 some days. Cody don't wrestle. But somehow he carrying a company on his back. He a workhorse. Even the workhorse title, which was last held by the real workhorse, which is Seth Rollins, don't even get worked on the damn show, which is now Gunther. So I'm not understanding all of this new found fangle bullshit that y'all pushing. I don't like to feel like an idiot. And that's what it's feeling like right now. I don't appreciate it. So he kind of I don't know, lightweight said Raw and Netflix, that's the ticket. That's the sexy ticket. He said, that's where the stars is at. That's where the big name, super wrestler is going to be in attendance. That's where we notice that the everyday man who like wrestling can no longer afford a ticket because the floor, the lower bowl was 1,600 and up. And all the pours were in the upper bowls all the way to the top. The cheapest ticket down at the Dome for Netflix and Raw was $600. Okay, he said you want to come to NXT. This is where you want to come. You ain't gonna be able to go to NXT after a while. You ain't gonna be able to go because what they say, the price before yesterday ain't the price today. They gonna fuck up the price there too. Okay, Rock, I hear you. Next. So again, The Rock is explaining to us how to be fans and how NXT works. I guess he really never watched the product and don't know what the fuck is going on. He's come to NXT to tell the fans who's been doing what they're supposed to do how to do fandom. Rock, please go in the back with the suits and do your thing because this is ridiculous. You sound drunk. It's unnecessary. We already know. That's why Tiffany Stratton is where she's at because the fans did what they had to do. Okay? All the people on the main roster are where they're at because the fans did what they had to do. Fans know how to be fans. The problem is y'all don't like the fucking fans and you're doing shit that the fans don't like. And it's not the internet wrestling community because that's not real. I'm talking about the people that pay to go there. You are abandoning your core audience and it's going to bite y'all in the ass. So with that being said, this was quick. I just want to respond to what The Rock was saying on NXT. I'm off the ride. I'm looking for something else to be electrifying. I done rolled with The Rock for years and years and years. Found out who the man really was. And I really don't. I'm really not interested no more. You should have hit the iron while it was hot. The iron is no longer hot. It's too much speculation. What The Rock gonna do? What The Rock gonna do? We in 3-4 years of having the same conversation. What The Rock gonna do? What The Rock gonna do? First of all, and I want to say this before we go, Roman Reigns' story never had anything to do with The Rock. It was just something that thrown out there because everybody was like, "Well, he won the first Samoan. The Rock was the first Samoan." That would be cool if they was fighting for who's the head of the table in the Samoa. Then all of a sudden, fucking Cody Rhodes didn't like what's going on in AEW. And he showed his fucking ass up with his own story that had absolutely nothing to do with Roman fucking Reigns. Okay? And just got injected in some shit and it became a family feud about who's the first family. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Roman Reigns never really got to finish or tell his story. And I'm ready for Roman to tell his story and finish the motherfucker. That's the ride I want to be on. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Deuces.